we assume things are nailed on, but you know what? Everyone assumed La La Land was nailed on for Best Picture.
True.
Look at what happened there.
Oscar time. It is pub talk.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is going to storm the Oscars.
Parasite's one of those films that blew me away.
Parasite will just edge it. I think it's going to be close.
Parasite.
What's up, everyone? It is Oscar nominations day. We got this guy right here.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, Mr. Ed? I can't believe it's back already.
Where has this last year gone? Like, where has this last year gone? Yeah. Good morning, everyone in America.
Good
I guess
morning,
it's
change the background. Like we're at the Oscars. Look,
we're at the Oscars. We're in the Dolby. We're on the stage at the Dolby Theater. Look at that.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it's afternoon here. It's lunchtime, I guess, like 1 p.m. So the announcements, the nominations are announced in just under 30 minutes, 25 minutes or something like that. So I don't have any expectations this year, which is the first one in a long time where I've not really had any expectations. Welcome in, Dave. Says welcome. Good morning, Mouseketeers.
What's up, Dave? How you doing?
Yeah, I don't have any expectations this year because I guess I felt a little bit removed from the whole thing last year, which is bizarre because I work in film. But but I've been focusing primarily on pre-production on our next picture. So so I've not kind of stuck my head up above the surface enough to see what else is out there. And also there was the small matter of a wedding and a honeymoon and things like that. So it was
you're busy.
An exhausting and busy year.
Yeah, but
so
hey, time up. To be fair, like stuff doesn't really happen till really like November, December anyway. And you know,
yeah,
on the radar early, but I get it. But
yeah, I guess we got back like obviously from the honeymoon, and then we could, it was literally diving back into work. Then it was Halloween. Then before we know it, we were nosediving straight into Christmas, and that was the last time I guess we spoke. We did a Christmas pub talk, and then it was seeing in the new year, and getting back to work, and all of a sudden here we are coming towards the end of January, 3 weeks into January, whatever. And it's nominations day, and it should have been last week. We've been deprived of 6 days.
Was it last week or
it was supposed to be Friday? Yeah, it was supposed to be Friday of last week, the 17th. But obviously, with everything that's been going on in Los Angeles, quite tragic. Sights,
there was more fires there this morning. I saw on the news.
Yeah, it's been horrendous. Such a drought in that area. I think it's been over 300 days since they last had rain. Which it's scary how quick it goes up, and it's scary how much damage has been done. I think is this not now the biggest sort of national sort of disaster in America, I believe, in history. So
is that what you heard? I didn't hear that, but
it's scary. Yeah. It's
it's a shame. So so they postponed it because of the fires there and everything.
Yeah. So good morning, John. John says, hey guys, good morning to Rob, Adam, and Dave.
What's up, bud? Cheers.
And welcome if you're listening on the podcast as well. We obviously have the pubcast. So welcome if you're listening on that. Obviously,
we got to remember that because I'm showing stuff visually on the bottom, and we got to verbally say stuff. So
yeah. So obviously, what we're going to do is we're going to show the nominations on the screen because the Academy does the nominations live on YouTube, and obviously we're going to be reacting to that live, and we will be doing a nomination reaction pub talk tonight live on my channel as well, which will be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So
well, let's let's say 5,
10:30 p.m.
maybe
Yeah.
5 to 5:30. Just be on the
5:30. Yeah,
Forgot to talk about that movie episode.
Open the pub doors again, and we'll do a reaction. Here, I've got my my light and my my little buddy.
Ooh, I
here.
forgot my trophy. I got to bring mine.
Yeah, you won one last year. That was congratulations, buddy, for your win last year. Is this my? I've lost count. Fifth, my fifth, maybe.
It's literally behind me. So.
I just made a coffee. It's too early for me to start on the alcohol just yet. You know, I know it's technically 5 o'clock somewhere, but like, you know, it's.
I was gonna say, like, I'm jealous because you could like drink and stuff. It's too early. I could have mimosas.
I could drink. You know, I have drank earlier than this. Yeah, there you go.
Shocker. That's a shocker. So what are you wearing? So
I'm wearing. I mean, you can't really see it because my microphone's in the way, but it says "failure is not an option." It's from Kennedy Space Center, but it's obviously referring to it's got the mission badge on it there as well. Let me just stand up.
I love it. It's a great shirt. He showed me earlier. That's why I was joking.
That is the Apollo 13 shirt. Failure is not an option. Obviously, one of the most memorable lines from that movie. Fantastic movie as well. Great cast. One of my favorite movies of all time, Apollo 13, actually. What's up,
R. Johns?
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Hey, R. Johns.
Welcome, Dave. Welcome,
in,
John. Welcome, everyone. I know Noah's going to roll in here. So,
Ray as well.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much for being a member, Ray. I think she checked in. And a sponsor. You're awesome. And R. Johns, 56 months being a member of my Rob Fudge channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to all my amazing sponsor channels and all my members of the channel. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. So as I roll into almost 23,000 subscribers, I'm I don't know, 50 shy now. So a little over 50, but
that's amazing.
Getting there.
Well done,
yeah, it's amazing. Like it's still coming. It's slow, but it's coming. Like it was very fast there for a while, but it's crazy. So Adam's wearing his shirt. He's like, oh, I'm upset you don't have any Jaws stuff. And lo and behold, our minds think alike. I did get my Jaws mug for today, so I did get it. So it's not much Jaws
That's
merch.
cool.
I don't know if you
Cheers,
know
buddy.
this, but I do have a cheers to the Oscars.
Cheers.
So let's talk. We did, I look back, I apologize. We didn't do one this year, but we did have a show for the Golden Globes in the past. So we could talk about that for a couple of minutes. And we'll talk later again. Adam mentioned earlier, later on tonight, 5 o'clock Eastern, 5:30. Not really sure the exact time, but on Adam's Land. I think last year we did the announcements on my channel. We did the reaction and the talking about stuff at his channel. So around 5 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to do another show. We did that last time. So we did the announcements, the show. And then, like I said, we did a Golden Globe show last time. We didn't do that. So what do you think? There was so real quick though, you said the stuff wasn't on the radar and everything.
Yeah.
The movie that won this wasn't on the radar either. And I guess once it hit the Golden Globe and the win, it kind of was on the radar. So
yeah, it's funny. I mean, I think one of the biggest movies of the year was Dune 2, because Dune was such a big movie a couple of years ago when it came out, and it's not something that I think it's going to be nominated maybe in the Best Picture category, but I think that's going to be a case of making up the numbers. I don't think it's going to be in the running for Best Picture. It certainly wasn't at the Golden Globes. But other than Dune 2, and it's because it's such a big epic film. Right. I've not been aware of anything prior to. I suppose Wicked. Wicked is obviously, Wicked is the one as well. Like Wicked is.
You haven't seen
Wicked
box
yet,
office
success. I've not seen Wicked yet. No, I am looking forward to watching it. I was hoping to have seen it before now, but Kim and I have just not had that chance to go and see it together. So we are planning on going to see it very, very soon. Wicked is obviously the box office success of the year. It won that at the Golden Globes, that pointless award that I don't think anybody in the industry actually likes being there. They tried to bring that into the Oscars, funnily enough, a couple of years ago, and it got shot down by the Academy voting members. They said, no, we do not want a popular box office award because it just cheapens the whole thing. You know, it's not about slapping someone on the back for saying, well done, you made a movie that's already got a pre-made audience, you know, which Wicked is, because it's a much loved Broadway stage show. you know, it's about honoring the art of the filmmaking and the craft and the effort that went into it, and you know, and celebrating that, you know, and that's what the award season really should be. So
but the Golden Globes did have that category, by the way.
Yes, they did, and yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, and that's the only award Wicked won, really. Right. Funnily enough, that was the one of the only 2 awards that Barbie won last year. The other one being Song. So it does seem a very cheap category to have. I'm glad it didn't come to the Oscars. The Oscars are going to be introducing new categories, I think, as of next year. But one thing they've removed from this year is live music performances of the songs that are nominated for best song. So that does surprise me. Sorry, I skipped ahead there though. Obviously, the Golden Globes you were asking about. I thought it was one of the best Golden Globe shows for the last
it was really
few
good.
years this year. It was a great host, Nikki. What's her name? Not Nikki Grace.
Glazier took us.
Glazier, yeah, Nikki Glazier, yeah.
Comedian.
Yeah,
younger comedian.
Opening monologue was brilliant. It was on point. I think the overall feedback was she was a good host, you know, a good solid host. A couple of jokes maybe a little on the nose, but actually I don't think they went too far. You know, I think they landed just right.
You know, it was cool. Yeah. She's a big Howard Stern fan, and Howard Stern really likes her too. So literally the next morning she was on Howard, and it was really cool to see what she did, what she didn't do, a couple things she didn't execute as good as she thought. So it was interesting actually seeing an interviewer of a presenter, like fresh, like literally she went to bed for an hour, she said, and then Howard's a great interviewer, like a one-on-one interviewer. He was always like salty and crazy, and times change. And you know what, Howard just he really is a great interviewer. So
yeah, he is. Yeah,
talking to her. So I
think that's one of the things I always liked about Jimmy Kimmel hosting the Oscars as well, was the next night he would always 100%. Talk about everything that happened on his show the next day, and I really like that. They, you know, obviously we won't.
I love Jimmy Kimmel. That this year. Awesome. Yeah. So I was just going to bring that up too. Sorry. Go ahead.
So obviously we won't get Jimmy's feedback this year. But
we will. Yeah, but he's not hosting the award show.
Yeah, he's not hosting the award show. Yeah, as host is what I mean.
I wonder. Like he did have it. Like we have a little private. You know, our private chats and everything. I think at one point we talked about why he didn't do it. Do you remember why he said he didn't want to do it this year? I forget.
I can't remember. I think they did ask him, but he. It's a lot of work that hosting the Oscars. That's the thing. It is almost a whole year round gig with the preparation, and I think he just felt like he needed a break. So I mean, obviously we've got another great host who I'm really looking forward to, Conan O'Brien. I think we'll do a great job as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing Conan hosting the Oscars this year. See how he does.
I met Conan. Well done.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
that's very cool.
Funny because my son was looking at some other thing, and I actually brought the book up to show him for another celebrity. But here, I'll show. I photographed him too. A very young. It's just weird coincidence. I just had it laying around my little photo album. I shot that. Very cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, he definitely looks a lot younger.
I was going to say he's a lot younger there than he is now. Yeah.
Super nice. You know what? I wasn't a huge fan of the Conan O'Brien thing, and then he was host of Tonight Show at like for 3 seconds, or I forget history, but he's really done. He's come into his own with podcasting and his other, you know, recent stuff. So he is very talented. He's a good guy. He seems like a great guy. I met him. Very tall, by the way. This is gonna be kind of funny seeing him next to people, but
oh really? I didn't realize he was that tall.
Super tall, yeah. He's like, I was like, remember looking up to him. So, but I guess it's gonna be a good host. I guess I'm for it. So,
yeah,
yes. So, by the way, Bowen Yang, who is in Wicked. And I don't know, maybe someone could look up Rachel Sennett. I don't know who this girl is, but she looks like a starlet, so I don't know.
I did read what she was from earlier, but it's it's evaded me. It's evaded my memory. I did read earlier what she'd been in.
24,000, watching Academy Awards feed. We're gonna put in the background. We'll have it low. Obviously we're just commenting on it. We're not really trying to steal any thunder.
That's right. It starts in
the few people are watching. I don't think are gonna have an issue. So
it starts in 10 minutes. So
yep.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing what's nominated this year. I think I've got like I say, I've got zero expectations. I think obviously the nominations that we've seen now for the Globes, for the BAFTAs, for the Critics' Choice Awards, kind of gives us an idea of where it's going to go. But I'm going to be honest, a lot of these films I have absolutely zero knowledge about this year. So,
well, I think that's what I love about you and your. I don't know why I keep hitting that button. Sorry, I'm like bigger than you. Like I think I could change. I could make you bigger than me. I never hit that button. I think one of the things I love about your discovery of movies and your love and your, that's great though. Like you even said, I think you and Brandon were talking. Like you don't like Brandon likes to. He doesn't spoil stuff, but he talks a lot and like sometimes. He doesn't try to spoil stuff. His movies, he's passionate. Yeah. Of course, Brandon's passionate too. But you said straight out to him, like, I don't want to know anything about these movies. Like, I like discovering. Right. There's probably a lot of stuff I wouldn't have watched or I wouldn't have seen or, whatever. And talk about that. I like that.
That's my whole point. Is ever since and I've been doing this for like over a decade now, where Oscars season rolls around, and I will try to watch as many of the nominated pictures and. This includes the documentaries, the shorts, everything. I'll try to watch as much as I can. I used to just focus on like the main pictures, as in Best Picture, the acting categories, director, and the writing awards. That was it. So that would leave a list of maybe 20 to 30, whereas normally there is like 50 plus nominated overall. So if I can get through the others as well, even if it's just nominated for a song, for Diane Warren's Soca nomination or something like that, which happens every year.
Well, you think she's going to be nominated this year? I think she actually does.
I hope she is. I hope she is. Because she lost her house in the fires, bless her. Tragic. But no, she's one of these people that is long overdue an Oscars win. I don't think she's going to win because the hot money at the minute will be on one of the songs from Emilia Perez, which is the Netflix musical. But it'd be great if Diane Warren's in the running again. But yes, I love watching these films, and a lot of them, for the past decade, I've been watching them, and I try not to go into it with any preconceptions, meaning I try to find out as little as I can about the movie. Now, it's difficult to do when it's something like Dune 2, Wicked, we all know what they're about. That's fine. But Emilia Perez, I tried not to look into anything about it. I watched that one on Netflix because I knew that was on Netflix, so I watched that one. All I knew was it was a musical, and it was about
in Spanish too, right? It's...
Yes, it is in Spanish. Yeah, so it'll be running in the international. It's funny because it's obviously
it's very strange.
It's obviously in Spanish. It's set in Mexico. But I believe it's a French film. I think it was.
It was a French director. Company.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that'll be in the international category as well. I would imagine. But yeah, there are so many other films like The Brutalist. I'm expecting to be nominated. Yeah, Conclave. I know a little about in the trailers, but The Brutalist I know.
Hold on. The Brutalist won the Golden Globes, so but I never
won the Golden Globes yet. But I still have absolutely zero knowledge of The Brutalist, and I want to keep it that way because I've gone into.
Who's in it because he won too, right?
Yeah. So Adrian Brody, I know, is in. Yeah.
I actually saw a lot of interviews about it. I'm not going to be saying anything, so I'm not going to.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, over the last decade, like I say, I've watched so many films where I chose not to find anything out about it until afterwards, if it piqued my interest. And having done that, I had no preconceptions. I wasn't judging a book by its cover because we all do that, don't we? We all see a poster or we see a trailer and we kind of go, nah, that's not for me. I'm guilty of doing that. And so by doing this, I forced myself to watch films that I probably wouldn't watch otherwise. And having done that, I've found some of my most favorite films of all time. So, like, you know, having
I love that.
stopped myself from, you know, from making a prejudgment, I've gone into it with zero expectation, zero knowledge of what it's going to be about. And some of them, you know, all right, you get kind of go, so that's 2 hours of my life I'm not getting back, or these days, you know, some of the films run for 3.5 hours or whatever, you know, but some of them are just absolutely fantastic and they blow me away. And I'm like, how have I never heard of this? Like, you know, and it's, and yeah, it's, that's one of my favorite things about award season, about the lead up.
Name
to the
like
Oscars.
2 or 3 off the top of your head, like that would blow you away.
So thinking back, let's see. This one might surprise you, but American Sniper. I knew nothing about that one going in. I didn't realize it was a true story. You know, yeah, that was Bradley Cooper. So didn't realize it was a true story.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that was a really powerful film, really good. La La Land.
Yeah.
La La Land. I knew nothing about. I knew it was musical. That was it. Like, you know, I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought it was a fantastic homage to Hollywood of old, you know, and a great love letter to those chasing the dream of working in Hollywood, working in the industry. You know, I thought it was really well done, and that became one of my favorite movies.
I love vintage anything Hollywood. Period.
Yeah. So yeah, there's been quite a few. I'd have to look back over the lists from the last few years, but yeah, there's
we could talk about that later.
Coda, which won Best
Coda
Picture.
was great. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I knew nothing about Coda. That one. 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, which I wanted to win Best Picture. I knew nothing about it going in. That was the year that I think Shape of Water won, but I really wanted 3 Billboards to win. And 3 Billboards won the BAFTA, but it didn't win the Oscar. But 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri is a fantastic film. Frances McDormand won for Best Actress, and Sam Rockwell won for Supporting Actor. It's a fantastic film. It was so good. So yeah, things like that. You know, just movies that you've not known anything about going in, and they just, you know, they blow you away. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What are we on? We are on
3 minutes. So let's head over there. Any last minute predictions?
No, I mean, like I say,
it's a rough year. Like there's some of the obvious, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm interested to see which picture will lead the way. Is it going to be Wicked? Is it going to be Emilia Perez? Is it going to be The Brutalist? Is it going to be Conclave? And you know, this is the thing. I think you know,
you saw Conclave, you said too, right?
No, I've not seen Conclave yet. No, it's one that Kim and I are aware of, and we're very much looking forward to watching. But
okay, I should know.
But yeah, there are others that I just have zero clue about this year.
That's a religious movie.
That I've seen the names come up at things like the Golden Globes and the BAFTA nominations and whatnot. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I'm intrigued to see who gets the acting nods this year. Yeah, and I think because this year I have zero expectation. I have zero expectation. I don't know. Like last year, previous years, you've kind of known who's going to win the Oscar before they're even nominated. Like everyone knew Oppenheimer was going to win last year, you know, before it was even nominated. This year, I think there's a lot of running to go in the race. So that's my belief. I think there's a lot of running still to go in the race. I don't think there's a set defined winner yet. And so I'm looking forward to it because I've got no expectation. I'm just looking forward to watching new films, hopefully enjoying them all. And yeah, let the Oscars tick down, commence. What is it? 30? What have we got? 38 days? 38 days to try and watch.
Yeah, you calculated before the show.
Try and watch however many
God bless you. You do it, so.
Films. I probably won't get them all done. Like, yeah, it was easy to do when it was the pandemic year because everything was readily accessible and you could just churn through it. You know, when it's a normal year and you've got to take the time out to go to the theaters to see it and things like that. It's a bit harder because you've got to make that time in your schedule, and when you're busy working, it's not so easy to do. But yeah, we are
they're
merely
waiting
seconds
for
away.
Oscars. We're there, yeah. So okay,
Seconds
real
away.
quick prediction: 8, 9, or 10 Best Picture
10
nominations. 10? You think
10?
10? I don't
10.
think 10. I don't think. Did you hear that?
I did hear that. Yeah, I'd just
good.
I'd maximize the screen and lower the audio a little bit and skip the advert.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do that with that. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. So
yeah, wait. So here we go. Maximize the screen. Here we go.
There
I can do
we
that.
go,
Live. I don't think 10. I think this is going to be a weird year. I think it's going to be 8 or 9. So that's my only prediction. But I think it's going to be less. Who knows? I don't know. I think we always, me and you always say, like, they want to maximize getting those movies a Best Picture nomination. They get more people in the theater. So by the way, too, before we go into this, we're going to do another show today, 5:30. I think it's going to be 5. So check it out. It's 5 o'clock Eastern time over at Adams Land. I put the link in the what's it called in the chat there. So yeah, I pinned it there. So, but adamsland.com showed it later on. So yeah, definitely check it out. Here we go. By the way, I have like a TV to my left, 3 TVs to my right. I have another monitor.
And here I am stuck in the middle with you.
It's stuck in the middle. Yeah. So I kind of have the ABC feed on here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. So
nice.
Let me know if you can hear it or here we go. Yeah, I think it's a little low. Bowen Yang from Saturday Night Live. Bowen Yang. Oh.
And the CEO of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, Janet Yang and Bill Kramer.
Janet Yang.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for the 97th Oscars nominations.
Catch up.
On behalf of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, I want to welcome
when it catches up, it'll go slow.
Everyone impacted by
Can you hear it?
in Southern California.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Where many members of our film community, industry, work and live. But the last several weeks have proven what we already know to be true. Our film.
Here we go. Okay, now we're live.
Are resilient. And
Okay.
for almost a century, the Oscars have brought us together to unite and
Yeah, we got to definitely talk over this so we don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
I could literally mute this part. So
yeah, we
you
can,
have a feed over there as well.
I have a feed. I have a feed here as well. Yeah,
Okay.
so I can.
All right.
So yeah.
Thank you guys for watching
Yeah,
live. Thank you for watching the replay.
Yeah, they want to honor how resilient Los Angeles is this year. So that's part of their thinking of celebrating LA, celebrating the film community, but taking out celebrating the enduring spirit of Los Angeles. Yep. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna leave the subtitles on too.
Yep.
Me and Bowen are wide awake. We have been up since 10 p.m. and between us we've had 3 Diet Cokes, an entire pack of cigarettes, and 1 Adderall.
She must be a comedian or so. I don't know who this girl is. I never seen her.
Yeah.
I think Bowen Yang's awesome, so I do like him. He's wicked because he's a wicked. Get it? Ha ha ha.
Yep. I get it.
Welcome, Noah. Just in time.
Welcome in, Noah. Welcome, buddy.
Here we go.
Actor in a supporting role.
Here we go. You read them out, Adam. Go ahead for the podcast.
Okay. So, Yura Borisov from Anora, Kieran Culkin from A Real Pain, Edward Norton from A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce from The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong from The Apprentice.
Interesting
lineup.
Achievement in costume design.
Okay.
A Complete Unknown.
Costume design. A Complete Unknown. Conclave.
Gladiator 2.
Oh, Gladiator 2. Interesting. Looking forward to seeing that one. Nosferatu. And Wicked. Okay, so 4 strong films there that I'm looking forward to seeing, and A Complete Unknown is a complete unknown to me.
Yeah.
And makeup and hairstyling. A Different Man. I've not heard of that one.
Never
Emilia Perez, I have seen. Nosferatu, I'm looking forward to seeing. The Substance. And Wicked. Okay.
Next up, the nominees for Achievement in Music. Original score. The Brutalist.
The Brutalist.
Conclave.
Original score.
Conclave. Original score. This is yep.
Perez.
Amelia Perez.
Wicked.
Wicked.
And The Wild Robot.
The Wild Robot.
It's a great movie. I just
Interesting. Yeah.
Now this year's nominees for best live action short film.
Ooh, live action short.
Alien. Anuja.
Alien, Anuja.
I'm Not a Robot. The Last Ranger. And The Man Who Would Not.
You're supposed to be reading at him.
I'm Not a Robot, The Last Ranger, and The Man Who... What was that? The Man Who Could Not Remain
Could
Silent?
not remain silent. Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was first short.
Live action shorts. Okay, animated shorts.
Beautiful Men.
Where?
Okay.
Beautiful Men.
In the Shadow of the Cypress.
I was just talking about me and you there, buddy. In the Shadow of the Cypress. Magic Candies. Wonder to Wonder.
By Charlie.
And Yuck.
Bo and
Okay.
Yang went, where? You go. That was funny.
And now we have the first of the 2 award categories honoring writing. First for adapted
Okay.
screenplay, the nominees
Adapted
are
screenplay nominees.
Complete Unknown, screenplay by James
A
Mangold.
Complete Unknown. Okay.
Bob Dylan movie.
Screenplay by
Conclave.
Amelia Perez. screenplay by
Amelia Perez. Okay, so yeah, I've seen that one.
Thomas Bidiguet, Leah Monsieur, and Nicolas Levesque. Thank you. Nickel Boys, screenplay by Ramel Ross.
Nickel Boys.
Barnes. And Sing Sing, screenplay by Clint
Sing Sing. Okay, cool.
Story by Clint Bentley, Greg Queter, Clarence Macklin, John Devine G. Whitfield.
Hey, Ray. Welcome in, Ray. Really good one for the
Welcome, Ray.
shorts. I don't think that got overlooked there.
Screenplay, the nominees are Honora, written by Sean Baker.
Original screenplay.
Okay, original screenplay. Nora, The Brutalist.
A Real Pain, written by
A Real Pain.
September 5, written by
September
Morgan Baker.
5.
I've heard of it. But, oh,
Yep. Oh,
oh
got a
no.
slight. Oh, there we go.
Written by Alex David.
Now we're
And
back.
Substance.
The Substance. Okay, cool.
And last, before our break, the nominees for performance by
Take care, John. We'll see you shortly. John's
Bye,
heading out. Take the dog to the vets. Okay, actress in a supporting role. Here we go. Okay,
Ariana Grande in with
Monaco Barbaro,
Wow.
Ariana Grande,
Got nominated.
Felicity Jones,
Isabella Rossellini
Isabella Rossellini,
and Zoe Saldana.
and Zoe Saldana. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, wow. What a start. Congratulations to these Oscar nominees.
And hey, stick with us.
All right, so usually they do it in at least 2 parts, maybe 3. So
Yeah, yeah.
part
It'll be
one.
in 2 parts, so they'll take like a 5 or 6 minute break. So,
Ariana Grande got nominated. That's awesome.
Ariana Grande,
her.
yeah, yeah.
She was good in the
So-
movie. She made that movie. So
I
The
like I
two
say, I'm
actors
yet to
are
see.
amazing.
I'm yet to see Wicked, but yeah.
Nominated for you. So
Yeah. So 8:41 they're back. Yeah. So what? We're
Okay.
on a 4 or 5 minute break. So yeah.
yeah,
So,
it's just silly, but I don't know why they do that. But
They do it every year. They do it every year.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
suppose it
I don't
gives
know.
us time to digest those first announcements. So I think obviously the biggest categories we've seen so far is obviously your supporting actor and actress and your writing categories. I can't say there's any surprises there, but that's because I didn't have
you
any
didn't really.
preconceptions. I guess I'd seen like the nominees from the Globes and I know Kieran Culkin was in there. That one did catch me off guard when I was watching the Golden Globes. Actually, that Kieran Culkin was a nominee, and he did actually win at the Golden
He
Globes.
wins.
So,
Yeah, I really like him.
which
He's
puts
come
him
around,
in the
so.
running. Puts him in the running for the Oscars. So
He will
So,
always
yeah.
be Fuller from Full House. He'll be always Fuller from Home Alone to me.
from
so.
Home Alone, yeah, absolutely, yeah,
Fuller.
yeah. Fuller
He's like,
wets
he
the
went to
bed.
bed. He sits there with
yeah, with the soda,
Pepsi,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it was
just
Pepsi.
yeah, just drinking it and sort of smiling at Macaulay Culkin. So
Yeah, his brother.
it's, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so yeah, it's great that he's been nominated for an Oscar. Zoe Saldana obviously won the Golden Globe, and
nominated.
I guess that probably puts her in the early reckoning for that award for best supporting actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, the writing nominations. You know, adapted screenplay. There's 2 or 3 in there that I think could take it.
And that always kind of shows what the screenwriting will show what best picture too, right?
Yeah,
You have that stat. I remember. We always
yeah,
talk
that's
about, so.
yeah, and well, no, not always. No, I think.
Not
yeah,
always,
I mean,
but
yeah,
it has a good.
Yeah, yeah, the original screenplay one. I don't know where that's going to go. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that. But,
March 2nd's the awards. I
March,
have the
Sunday,
ABC
March
feed
2nd,
on,
yeah.
and they have the commercial, which is amazing. It's a montage of all movies. You know what I mean? So
Oh, nice.
nothing
yeah.
from Dune 2 yet. So
Nothing from Dune 2 yet, which surprises me. Although I think that'll get like the technical awards, i.e., sound editing, you know, things like that. I think Dune 2 will come strong in the second half of this. You know,
you have the channel ABC 7 on New York, the news. So the Good Morning America always does.
Yeah,
there's a Chris Conley on, one of my favorite, movie entertainment reporters. So I did get to meet him too. I met him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, which is awesome. So
nice.
He was
nice.
he was part of Rolling Stone magazine. He actually just went to go see the big Rolling Stone display. He was coming out, and I got to say hi to him, and I told him what a fan of his I was. So. The supporting actress Monica Barbaro. They just flashed it real quick.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her name before.
Pierce.
So
yeah. Edward Norton. Complete Unknown. I can't wait to see that. The Bob Dylan story. I'm excited to see that. So
yeah,
we'll see if that gets some Oscar buzz. You know what Dune 2 is? Why do they release it in like March? It just seems like the first one was released weird times, but it did good. And then they release it in just an odd time.
You remember the year Black Panther was nominated for a lot of things, that was released prior to the Oscars the year before. So Black Panther 2 was in the theaters when the Oscars the year before was on, and then it was nominated the next year. So yeah, it had a full year to run.
Yeah.
And we're back.
I'll read the category and you read the names. All right, sound good?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
We should have worked on that. Sorry.
We both got our start in the New York alt comedy scene.
Yeah, we go way back. For those of you who don't know, the alt comedy scene is sort of like regular comedy.
The
but for
alt
women and
comedy.
And I just want to say it makes so much sense that Bowen and I are like doing this now at this moment in our careers. You know, Bowen is such a huge star on SNL. He's in the hit movie Wicked.
Oh, thanks. And Rachel.
Yeah, both of these guys have been on Saturday Night Live. So yeah.
Thanks so much. Let's
Rachel
keep going.
is Fatima. I guess she's in.
anyways,
I don't know what
the
that is.
nominees
But
for
here we go.
entertainment
Original
and
song.
music
So
are
best
Nominees for
original
song.
song.
That's my part.
Sorry.
Amelia Perez.
El Mal from Amelia
The
Perez.
Journey from the 688.
The Journey from the 688.
Like a Bird from Sing Sing.
Like a Bird from Sing Sing.
Mi Camino from
Mi Camino from Amelia Perez.
And Never Too Late from
And Never Too Late from Elton
John.
John. Never Too Late. And there is nothing there. I didn't see Diane Warren's name come up, which upsets me.
Oh, darn. Maybe she's
Elton
doing
John.
anything.
Oh,
Oh,
you've
boy.
got adverts.
Oh, that's funny.
There we go. Skip.
And now.
And here we
Sorry,
go.
guys. Sorry about that, guys.
Feature film.
Okay.
That was funny.
Oh, Diane Warren was in there. Diane Warren is nominated again.
Oh, that's funny.
Porcelain War.
Okay. Box Diaries. No Other Land. Porcelain War. Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat and Sugarcane.
That was documentary.
For best
That was-
documentary short film, the nominees
Okay.
are
Documentary shorts.
Death by Numbers,
Death by Numbers.
I Am Ready Warden,
I'm Ready, Warden.
Incident,
Incident.
Instruments of a Beating Heart,
Instruments of a Beating
and
Heart.
The Only Girl in
The
the
Only
Orchestra.
Girl in the
Those are
Orchestra.
so sad.
Documentary short
Serious
films.
stuff.
Serious stuff.
I'm not doing my job. Sorry, Adam.
For best
That's okay.
international feature
Best
film,
international
the nominees
feature.
are
Okay.
I'm Still Here, Brazil.
I'm Still Here from Brazil.
Girl with the Needle,
International film.
The
International
Girl with the
feature film.
Needle from Denmark.
Perez,
Amelia Perez from France. Yeah, that's
The Seed of
probably
Sacred
the
Fig,
one that we know is going to win. The Seed of the Sacred Fig from Germany and Flow from Latvia.
International, yeah.
Yeah.
And for best animated feature film,
Animated
Max.
feature. Here we go.
Hey, Max, welcome in, buddy.
Flow.
Welcome, Max.
Okay, so animated feature Flow, Inside Out 2,
Memoir of a Snail,
Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot.
Wow, no. Oh, okay. The one who won the Golden Globe's not even nominated, I don't think.
Production design.
Let's see. I don't remember.
Okay, production design. The Brutalist,
Conclave.
Conclave.
Dune Part 2.
There we go, Dune Part 2.
Nosferatu.
That's its first nomination. Nosferatu,
Wicked.
Wicked.
Next up for achievement in
Mr. Fulton Miraz as well. Welcome in, buddy.
Honora,
Okay, so film editing.
Yeah.
Honora, The Brutalist, Conclave, surely Dune.
Amelia Perez,
No, Dune misses out on film editing. Amelia Perez
Wow.
and Wicked. Wow, that's a huge shock. So Dune 2 misses out on
For
editing.
achievement in sound.
Wow.
Here are the nominees.
Sound.
Achievement and sound.
Complete Unknown.
A Complete Unknown,
Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2,
Amelia Perez.
Amelia Perez,
Wicked.
Wicked,
And The Wild Robot.
The Wild Robot, which is the animated film. Okay, interesting.
next the nominees for achievement
Third
in visual
nomination.
effects.
Visual effects.
Visual effects, yeah.
Alien, Romulus,
State stereo.
Alien
Better Man.
Romulus. Wow, okay. Better Man,
Dune Part 2,
Dune Part 2,
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes,
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
and
Interesting.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Visual effects. Wow. I forgot that movie came out.
Yeah.
A lot of monkeys in this film. I just realized. For achievement in
A lot of
cinematography,
monkeys.
the
He's
nominees
funny.
are
Cinematography.
Okay. This one helps go towards Best Picture normally. So
Right,
The
right. I'm
Brutalist,
sorry. You're right.
Dune Part 2. Okay. Amelia Perez,
Maria
Maria. Not heard of that one.
and Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Okay, interesting. It's an interesting category.
For performance by an actor in a leading role, the nominees are
Here we go. Big ones.
Here we
Leading
go.
actor in leading role.
Adrian Brody
Actor in a
in
leading
The
role.
Brutalist,
I knew he was. gonna
Adrian
be
Brody.
nominated.
Yep.
Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown,
Interesting.
Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown.
Chalamet.
Coleman Domingo from Sing Sing.
in Conclave,
Ralph Fiennes from Conclave.
Sebastian Stan,
And Sebastian Stan from The Apprentice.
Interesting.
Performance by an actress in a leading role.
Okay,
the
here
nominees
we go.
are
Actress in a leading role.
Revo in Wicked.
Cynthia Erivo for
She is.
Wicked.
Sophia Gascon
Yep.
in Amelia Perez.
Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez.
Madison in Honora.
Mikey Madison from Honora.
Moore in The Substance.
Demi Moore from The Substance.
Fernanda Torres.
And Fernanda Torres from I'm Still Here. Interesting.
Best actress nominations. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
For
Demi Moore's in
achievement
there. It's
directing,
good.
the nominees
Good for her.
are
Directing.
Sean Baker, Honora,
Okay, Sean Baker from Honora.
Freddie Corbet, The Brutalist, James
Freddie Corbet
Mantle,
from The
A Complete
Brutalist.
Unknown,
James Mantle from A Complete Unknown.
Jacques Audiard, Amelia Perez,
Jacques Audiard from Amelia Perez.
and Coralie Farjat, The Substance.
Okay, is it Chloe
Interesting.
Faja from The Substance?
She said Farjat.
Final category.
Here we go. I'm going to guess 9.
I feel like we
10.
should,
You said 10.
Here
Okay.
are the
Maybe
10
8 was a little.
10
There you go,
Oh,
the
I
10.
lost, I lost already. 10.
of the year.
Here they
Happy
are.
birthday,
Go.
Fulton Perez. My birthday is soon,
Alex
too.
Coco, Samantha
Wow,
Bond,
Adora.
Adora.
Best picture. Wow. Okay.
Boom.
It's got a lot of nods, actually, so yeah.
Nominees
The Brutalist, yeah.
Brutalist. Brutalist didn't get too many nominations, but it's there for best
I think he
picture.
got quite a few.
Berger, James
Complete
Mason,
Unknown.
Alex Heineman, producers.
Adora, Brutalist, Complete
And
Unknown.
that's 3 films I have no idea about what any of them are about, so I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing them.
Jackman,
Conclave.
Dune,
Dune
Oh,
Part
it's
2.
nominated. Okay.
It's nominated, so that's one of the ones I have seen. I think Amelia Perez will be next. Yep, there we
Yep.
go. I've seen that one as
Yeah,
well.
better
Amelia
corner.
Perez.
be determined.
Yep.
Producers.
I'm still here. Nominees to be determined.
Determined to be producers. Interesting.
Come on.
You don't know? I don't
I'm
know.
still here. Yeah.
To be determined.
Yeah, what is
Nickel Boys.
I don't know. Nickel Boys.
I've not heard of those two. I'm still here. Nickel Boys. The Substance.
To be determined.
Okay, wow. It's up
And
for best picture.
Wicked, surely.
It's gotta be Wicked. It's gotta be Wicked. There it
Yeah,
is.
Wicked. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
It's 10 Wicked's definitely in there. What's missing? Something's missing.
all of this year's nominees. It's been
There
so
we
good
go.
to share the news with you and movie fans around the world.
We are
There we
rooting
There's
go.
always a couple in there we never heard of or never saw, blah blah blah, whatever.
There's at least 5 in there that I've not heard of. So yeah. Not really. I'm surprised. What? Okay, Ray is saying I'm surprised. Jan M. Chubb wasn't nominated for director. For which film? For which film, Ray?
So
Yeah.
I kind of realized we could do a couple different things. Like we could literally rewind back here and see, like, what.
Yeah, I'm just going back to song. Sound.
Anora, Brutalist, Complete Unknown, Conclave. There was a couple in the Golden Globes that just aren't here. Substance, I'm a little surprised it's up for Best Picture, but it did good at the Golden Globes, so autocorrected for Wicked.
So there we go. Yes, the journey from the 6888 song is the Diane Warren one.
Okay.
So there we go. So I'm I can't believe she's been nominated again.
That's awesome. That's just awesome.
I genuinely wasn't expecting it. That's
What's the movie?
The 6888.
And it's always movies you know. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
Journey from she just flew by. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to go towards Amelia Perez. So, because it's nominated twice. Whenever something's nominated twice, it usually wins one of them.
It's rare that they don't win. When they're nominated
Sing
twice.
Sing is not nominated. I thought that was going to be good. He is nominated for Best Actor. Our friend Chris said Sing Sing was one of his favorite movies of the year. It was really good. I'm not ruining anything. You'll find out in like 10 seconds. It's a prison movie from Sing Sing Prison. So
what for Best Original Song? Like a Bird from Sing Sing is nominated.
Right. That's what I'm looking at here. And he was so he was not. There's song and the actor from there is nominated for.
Yes, Coleman Domingo.
Best
And I
actor,
think I think there was maybe another nomination for it as well.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll if you want to do the stats and everything, don't forget, guys. 5:00 today. 5:00 hour. Check us out over at Adamsland. Amazing channel. If you like anything movies, anything awards, he just did his honeymoon. Is all your stuff posted from your honeymoon, or you still got a couple?
No, so we're on a kind of pause around the halfway mark. So the last honeymoon video I posted was at the end of November, I think. So it's been like a 2-month pause, just while I've been working on a few things. I am going to start getting back into editing them soon. I hoped to do some over the Christmas break, but I just didn't get around to it. It turned out that Christmas and New Year was a busier time of year than like even the days in between Christmas and New Year, which I took off from working, and I just needed that time to not do anything, if that makes sense. Like, it's been 2024 was a chaotic year, so yeah, I think I just needed that time just to
good, yeah. But
chill,
your stuff that you posted's amazing, so definitely check it out.
Yeah.
But check awards, fun, travel, Disney over at Adamsland, and we're going to be live 5:00 today. So check us out.
5:00 today, and we will be. This will give us a few hours to kind of digest, process.
Yeah. There's a lot,
and then we will give our more considered thoughts this evening. Hopefully, Disney Dan will join us as well. There's no guarantee of that.
I just actually messaged him to join us.
Yeah. So hopefully he can join us.
Let's go over Best Picture. Nora, I thought maybe had a 50-50 shot to be in the Best Picture. Brutalist, 1,000% in there. Complete Unknown, I'm pretty sure. Conclave.
Yes, I expected the Brutalist definitely to be in there. I assumed Nora might be, and a Complete Unknown hasn't surprised me. However, I still know nothing about any of those movies, which is how I want to keep it. Like, they're the ones that I want to go into and surprise myself. Conclave, I know what that movie's about. I expected that to be in there. Dune Part 2, like I say, that's almost the technical blockbuster of the year. That Wicked is the blockbuster of the year. But Dune Part 2 is the technical, sort of big technical movie. So I expected Dune Part 2 and Wicked to both be in there, obviously. But I think Dune Part 2 is just one that's making up the numbers. Amelia Perez seems to have a lot of love and support for it at the moment. I don't know if it'll win Best Picture, but I think it'll certainly win International Picture. Take care, Max. I'm still here, and Nickel Boys I know nothing about, and The Substance I don't really know anything about either. So yeah.
I think I've heard of I'm Still Here. I don't know anything about it. Nickel Boys I kind of heard about. I have no clue what that is as well.
Yeah.
Substance, Demi Moore. I heard it's a rough movie to watch. I heard. I'm excited to see that. Okay, so the movies I'm excited to see is Anora. Our friend Chris said it's like a modern day Pretty Woman. It's not really ruining anything, so that's supposed to be good. Brutalist. It's one of those movies that
I'm intrigued by. Yeah.
You're intrigued. You watch.
I mean, like I say, the ones that I know nothing about, I'm intrigued to see what they are.
Yeah.
See what they
Bob
are
Dylan.
about.
You know the Bob Dylan biopic kind of.
I know. Yeah, a complete unknown I know is about Bob Dylan. Yes. Sorry.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet.
Conclave. Yeah, we know that's.
I think it's about priests.
The papal race, I guess, in the Vatican. So yeah.
And that's really it. So we'll see. I don't know. Is there anything else we want to go over real quick?
Amelia Perez. So that's the Amelia Perez. Obviously, you had Carla Sofia. What's her last name? Carla Sofia Gomez. Is it? I can't remember. But she is the first trans actress, I think. Nominated.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Directing, I think The Brutalist is such a typical, just from what I saw, I'm not ruining it for Adam or anything, but it just seems like it's the underdog. It just, I don't even know if you want to talk about it. Like, there's nothing I'm really, the director was saying no one wanted him to make it, no one wanted to do it, and people took a chance with it.
Which one's that? The Brutalist?
The Brutalist, yes.
Yeah. He won director at the Golden Globes, didn't he? That's right. And I loved his speech, because as an independent filmmaker, I know what it's like where you do get told these things. The amount of pushback you get when you're trying to make a movie and you're trying to raise the finance for it, and people are like, "You're not going to get this film made. You're not going to get this film released." And he pushed through and he persevered, and all power to him. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing his movie. For
sure.
Right. Yeah, as Ray says, there's no clear frontrunner this year, which is very interesting. Yeah, I agree. I think in that Best Picture nominee, the 10 nominations, I could say what's not going to win it, and that Dune 2 is not going to win Best Picture. It's as simple as that.
It didn't win last time. Dune won.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. However, I think Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, I think they're all in the running. And yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see where it goes. Brandon is there. This is the first year I haven't seen most of the Best Pictures. So welcome in, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
This is the first year I haven't seen most of the Best Pictures. So yeah, I think it's a really interesting year because like I say, there's years gone by where you kind of what to expect with a lot of the pictures, whereas this year, there's a lot that we're still yet to see. There's no preconceptions yet, other than, like I say, I think it's an open race. I genuinely think it's an open race. Yeah. Brandon was saying he was really hoping he wouldn't have to ever watch Amelia Perez. I think Amelia Perez is going to be in the running. I do.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's a lot of love for that film at the moment, so I do think it's going to be in the running. Did I enjoy it? Because Kim and I have watched Amelia Perez. Did I enjoy it? I can't say I was blown away from it. I didn't hate it, but as a musical, it's very interesting in that I thought a lot of the musical numbers to begin with weren't really that musical, and I was like, "What is going on?" And then as it went on, like the frequency of the musical pieces was like it was almost every other sentence to begin with. And then it became fewer and further between, but they got more musical as the film went on. It was very interesting in that regard. So, So yeah, that's all I will say. Like I say, I didn't hate the film at all. Actually, I thought it was all right. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but I thought it was all right. I didn't dislike it. So
yeah. Wild Robot, I loved. I think you're gonna love Wild Robot.
Yeah,
Flo
won that one.
Flo won the Golden Globe. That I apologize. There was another movie I think that wasn't nominated from the Golden Globe.
Yeah, Flo won the Golden Globe, and Flo is
won,
also
yeah.
nominated in the international feature category as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna have to watch Inside Out.
Nominated though.
I'm gonna have to watch Inside
This
Out too
does.
now, and that disappoints me because Inside Out I thought was terrible. So, the first Inside Out was not what I was expecting it to be. It was not what they made it look to be in the trailers, and it was
When
actually a
I
huge
saw
disappointment.
Inside Out, I was disappointed too. It's funny you said that. And then you know what's funny? We watched it again before we went to go see Inside Out 2 in the theater. I actually liked it the second time. I don't know why. Why did I like a movie better Inside Out the second time I saw it? I think Brandon and Noah's chatting in there. I'm putting it on the
yeah. So
the YouTube.
Brandon's
But
saying
so
how,
like
how did Wicked get a best original score? No, interesting.
yeah.
Sorry, Rob.
We'll talk about that later. I actually enjoyed Inside Out too, so hopefully you'll enjoy it too. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny
we'll
you
see.
said that. So
We'll see. Yeah.
all right, buddy. So let's wrap this up. We'll come back.
We'll wrap this up.
We're gonna put this up later too on our other thing. So we'll
Yes.
analyze through here too, which I like.
So we will go through. I'll try and get the voiceovers sorted by Kimmy later as well. Ready for this evening's show. I know it's one of the things.
I'll be honest with you.
Looks forward to the most.
Yeah, I love it. Let's don't go nuts. We'll save it for because we actually. So you guys know we actually do a few shows. We do the announcements. We do that. We're gonna
do the
analyze
nominations, recap, and
announcements.
reaction. Yeah, we do the predictions, and we do a few shows leading up to it as well. Yeah,
And then the recap. So we could save it for that. Don't worry about it. So we have a limited time today, so I wouldn't go nuts today.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah,
real quick, let's talk about our show later. Talk about your channel.
So over on Adamsland, you can see the address here, youtube.com/Adamsland. That is my land. I own that land. And you are all welcome. You are all welcome within my land. Yeah, you're welcome to come to my land.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're welcome to my land and to watch the content there and to join us on the live stream tonight, which will be at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, we're going to give our nominations a bit more of a deep dive, go away, process our thoughts, gather some more details. And yeah, we'll do a bit of a more detailed analysis tonight on the nominations, as we have 38 days until the Oscars to try and watch. I'll figure out how many pictures there are later. I think it might be fewer this year. I think there might be a lot fewer number of pictures this year than last year, but we'll find out. I'm going to get to work on that as soon as this stream wraps up.
1,000%. It feels like there's a lot less this year. A lot less.
Yeah. So yeah,
I love Adam. We'll break down.
We'll have the stats.
I love it.
We'll have the stats later, and yeah, we'll see you in the pub tonight, this afternoon, whatever it is.
Yeah, this one's rough for people to watch and everything. It's like literally. You know what?
This is just us ad-libbing.
Used to be even earlier, I think. Yeah. They used to have They used to have the earlier nominations even earlier. I think
it used to be 8 a.m. and where they went 8:30 this year. So it was it's only half an hour, but it's yeah. I'll chat with you guys more over the chat we have, says Brandon. Yeah, absolutely, Brandon. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the pub tonight. But yes, thank you for coming along this morning, guys, for the breakfast pub.
It's like 103 at 5 o'clock. I'm excited.
Yeah, 103 later. So yeah, we will see you guys then.
I'm gonna put the thing here. You can go there. You could wait while we're going. There's the link for the next stream if you're watching the replay or you're watching live. That's the chat for tonight. So over at Adam's Land. Adam, again, I'm excited about the award season. Let's hold them up. You can hold up your 52 awards if you want. I'll hold up my one.
I've not even unboxed this one yet, but there it is.
The box, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right,
in its
buddy.
protective case. This was my 5th one. So can I make it 6 this year? We'll see.
All right. Great stream. I will see everyone tonight. Thanks, Adam. It was another great
Cheers,
time.
guys.
And I will
Have
see
a-
everyone. We'll see you tonight. Thanks.
Yeah. Have a good one. See you later, guys. Bye bye.